an invaluable experience for anyone on the basis that there's a huge amount to learn. You will learn a lot about tracks, you'll learn a lot about birds, mammals, how the way of life is in the bush, and it's a perfect place to do some reflection and think about how you could positively impact on the world. The wildlife is a big thing we do too. Populations are going up, populations are going down, what lives here, what exists here, how we can manage the habitat according to what lives here. So it's a big focus on the volunteer activities. And one of the methods we use is 4ID, which is identifying the tracks and the signs that they've been present in the area.
This is a very rewarding experience for you because every snare that you guys personally find, there's one less animal that hasn't been caught.
Obviously a lot of cryptic species that live here you don't get to see when you're driving around. So we have to get different methods of identifying whether they're present and whether they're active. And one of the methods we use is camera traps. The volunteers will go out, pick them up, check what's there, record what's there with the GPS, and then we'll go place them somewhere else, see what we get. Roads are highly important. You need roads to access waterholes to repair them, you need roads to access monitoring activities, you need roads pretty much to do anything in a wild area. It's an incredibly important activity. You don't get big holes in the road which will end up damaging vehicles.
So right now I'm weaving these branches that we've cut off the trees in between the wooden spikes that we cut down yesterday to stop the soil from being pushed down by the water.
So normally that's where we do like the sleep out, and that's such a nice place because you have like 360 view, so you can see everything, and that's so much fun every time.
One's more of a survey sleep out where we go to a hide and we sit up and we use a spotlight to try and see what comes to the waterhole. And the second sleep out is more of a bush sleep out, so we all go out and sleep in the bush. You don't often get a chance to do that, especially with these African skies and the stargazing. You might have leopard calling around you or hyena around, and you can hear them in the bush. It's quite a unique experience. The veterinary fence is a barrier from the wilderness area to the outside where the villages are. And it's essentially there to prevent animals coming in and spreading disease, but also prevent elephants and lions and hyenas going out where they will eat and kill cattle. So often there are sections where the elephants have knocked it down. So we will go dig in poles, secure the poles and rewire the fence line. Baobabs are native to this area. Elephants depend on these during the dry season to chew the bark and get water. If baobab trees get to a certain level where they're at high risk of collapsing, then we put in protection, and this discourages elephants to go to that particular tree until they naturally recover and become less vulnerable. We have numerous 4-pumped water holes. They run on solar. We go around and clean the solar panels so that the electricity from that can supply the water to the water holes. They often fill up with dung.
Poo in the watering hole at the moment is not broken down by the bacteria, so therefore we have to remove it in order to make the water drinkable for the animals.
Our volunteers sleep in a tent. There's no fence. The wilderness can come in and around the camp, which is really special and unique. You don't get that in many places.
Beautiful, you can see right into the bush from your tent. You wake up in the morning and the sun rises up.
It's got warm hot showers, volleyball pitch, a pizza oven.
It's a great communal area where we all sit around the fire, play darts.
And it's a very nice, perfect place to do some reflection and think about how you could positively impact on the world.
I'd say it's been a really rewarding experience.
It's not a holiday, it's something very different. It changes the way you think about wildlife.
It definitely makes you more conscious of what you're doing and how you live your life.
It's just something very different that you don't experience anywhere else.
You learn like so much about conservation, and you do like so many different stuff every day to help like this wildlife. So I think that's really good. We are really helping them.